Okay, so boom. I went to the U.S. Treasury sanction database, right? Didn't know that was a thing, so that's interesting. And what I found connects directly to what's happening right now. And when I say like what's happening right now, I mean like right now. These aren't even like random countries. Like when you start looking, you're like, oh, wait a minute. These are like actively listed and updated. When I say like actively listed and updated, I mean like, look at this. Look at the dates. 2025, 2026. You talking about 26 as in 2026, like right now? Yeah. This is March 22nd, 2026. Child, it's on here right now. Recent updates, real recent, right? For what? Russia, Iran, Venezuela. Interesting. But here's what's really interesting, right? Here's what's really interesting. These are the same countries that are listed as priorities in Project 25. So now you know you're not just looking at headlines, right? You're not looking at headlines anymore. You're looking at alignment. You are looking at alignment. So I want you to go ahead and listen to this as I break down certain areas from what that we've been reading in what Project 25. Okay? Stay tuned. Hey, well, welcome back, you all. Welcome back. It is my pleasure to have you here this evening. I know it's a little bit later than I normally would go, but I am super excited. Today, we're going to do a Project 25 alignment. And what I wanted to do today was I wanted to do a little bit of framing. I wanted to talk about how a lot of the current events that I've been posting are Project 25 alignment items. But I wanted to show you that in a more tangible way. I want to kind of show you how my mind kind of maps and does things. So right now what we're doing is a mapping. I'm going to pull the Project 25, right, document that is available. I already have it available to you all by way of the community here. It comes directly from the Heritage Foundation. It is not me just giving you something that I don't have authority or authorization to share. This is something that they have made publicly available. And I have that direct link already available to you in the community. I'm going to pull it up right now. And we're going to start to do a little bit of mapping here. Venezuela, right? As you can see on the cover, we have, okay? So we can see right here, I just started to put Venezuela in, and we can see that it pops up 19 times. These are some end quotes, so we can see that there is one additional reference that is an end quote. So in actuality, it's coming up 18 times directly in the body of the text. So once again, when we've been seeing current events, right? Pardon today, I'll have a little bit of Pedialyte as I read through because I'll be reading to you all quite a bit of content. I do believe that we should be able to get through this content in about an hour. Okay? I feel that that's something we should be able to do. That's something that we will do. Okay? So we're going to start off by showing you one. We just seen that 1, 2 were available in the notes section, right? Let's go back. So we can see that 2 of those title pieces are in the end notes. So that takes us, once again, down to 17. We'll see that when we get into the body of the text, you'll see that it's a little bit more robust. We'll do a little bit of contextualizing, which means I'll pull some information so we know exactly what we're reading. And we're not reading something like out of context. Okay, so this is the very first section for which Venezuela pops up. It pops up twice in the same paragraph. Now, let me also do just a little bit of framing about what you might see. I have a slight agenda here. So if you read the description, it talks about, we're going to pretty much read the inside of Project 25 with the specific focus on Venezuela because we know that's been in the news. That was also in the State of the Union address. They talked about some posturing there. And I want to just kind of map it directly so that you can see it. So we'll cover these sections, right? So I just want you to be mindful of these sections, right? The 5 priority countries. Venezuela is one of those, right? Western Hemisphere Energy Strategy, the INDA 243D visa sanctions, removal leverage, right? The coalition building language, regional security posture, and how Venezuela appears across foreign policy and immigration enforcement lanes. Because I thought that was very interesting. You'll find that Venezuela is actually indexed also under the ICE. So once again, we have so much alignment that is happening. And I thought it'd be really salient for us to just go ahead and look at it all at once. What I will do later is I will take some of those line items, those Project 25 alignment items, I will take some of those receipts and slap them right at the back as I chop up this live that we're doing right now. I'll do that later for you all just because I know that some people like to just grab and go. So you will have that available to you at a later time. But I thought it was just so important if you just could see the whole thing in real time. You see, I'm not doing anything to this document. This is not my document. This is clearly from Heritage Foundation. You see it right here. It's their static document. Okay, and once again, this is available to you in the community section, but you also can literally just put that title into Google and it'll pop up and be available to you online. Okay, so now let's get into these receipts, right? Because that's what you want. We saw that it popped up on, matter of fact, let's do this again, right? Popped up on page 14, I believe. So first pops up on page 15. Print version is going to be page 47. To see what chapter or what section is immediately indexed inside of. Well, nope. Okay, we got a couple chapters, pages within this section, y'all. We got to read. We're getting into these receipts, y'all. Okay. So with regard to the 2025 transitional plan, because very salient. No, I'm not going to read the whole entire piece, but I did want us to understand the context in which it's presented because I think that's fair. I don't think that's cool when people just kind of pick and choose and jump around stuff and they don't give you the real context. So we see that it was promise number 4, and it's a couple pages into these promises. So let's go ahead and read the phrasing for the promise, right? Okay, we are here. So if we remember correctly, it was page 14, printed copy, like page 40 something for the digital copy. We are in the conservative promise section. We know that it was indexed under promise number 4. So it reads, the conservative promise. This volume, the conservative promise, is the opening salvo of the 2025 presidential transition project, launched by the Heritage Foundation and our many partners in April 2022. Notice this is 2022. This is 2026. Present date is February 25th, 2026. Okay, and this was put together during April 2022. Its 30 chapters lays out hundreds of clear and concrete policy recommendations for White House offices, cabinet departments, Congress, and agencies, commissions, and boards. Okay? All right, you made it to the end. What? I told you we was going to come with them receipts. The kids say, what? We ate. What? Because we was getting into these receipts. I know you saw that, right? Alignment. So, with that being said, if you like content like this, go ahead and like the video. That lets YouTube know that you like the content and you support it being sent out to other people so that we can make sure that this information is being accessible out in the community who it's designed for, right? If you're someone where you like, listen, I like to marinate. Listen, we do a lot of marinating on information here on this channel. That's not a problem. Stay along and stick with us. And once you're ready, go ahead, subscribe. Subscribe only when you're ready, right? if you're really excited about this content, go ahead, comment, like, subscribe, and even share it to people who you feel like would also benefit from it. Once again, that lets YouTube know that you like this content. We do a lot of breakdowns on this channel, so I'm really hoping that you like this content and that you're finding something that you like. But also note, there may be other content, other mini-series, courses and things that are on this channel that you have not yet had an opportunity to explore. Go ahead on the page, look into that. We have lots of things happening here on this site. This is Legally Everywhere, where we're what, child? We looking into everything. This has been a very unique experience, and I will see you in the next video, because we want to do some more breakdowns. See you then. See you there next time.